Okay, so let's talk about what Christians tend to not talk about, and that is hell. If you saw my prior video, I said that Kirk Cameron has caused quite the controversy with no longer adhering to eternal conscious torment, but to the viewpoint called annihilationism. Now, within Christianity, there are various viewpoints on this topic of hell. What it is, what it isn't, is it? There's the view of literal, which it being real. This is eternal conscious punishment. That hell is a very real place, fire and brimstone, sulfur, eternal suffering, all that for those who are not in Christ Jesus. There's also a view of metaphorical. There's also conditional viewpoints on hell as to there's certain conditions to go to hell, to all that. And there's also the Roman Catholic view of purgatorial, where purgatory, and I'm not a Roman Catholic or anything, but purgatory is a liminal state. It's a state in between, a place of purification, of refinement, of purification from sin, of learning more lessons, of maturing before moving on into heaven or to hell. I'm not a Roman Catholic. I can't speak too much into that viewpoint, but within Christianity itself, the most popular viewpoint right now is eternal conscious punishment, eternal conscious torment. However, there is the viewpoint of annihilationism, where people who are outside of Christ will go to hell, but then sometime in the future, everybody vanishes and disappears and are no longer existing, and it's not eternal. However, there's also universalism, which universal or ultimate reconciliation viewpoint, you could find elements within that in Christianity, but most of the time outside of Christianity, because it's not seen as an orthodox or biblical view. But there are some really good scholars out there who adhere to ultimate reconciliation or universalism. And this is the belief system that people outside of Christ do go to hell, but then sometime in the future, they are ultimately reconciled to God. That there's some time where everything is reconciled and then they enter into heaven. So universalism, this is the belief that everybody goes to heaven. However, there is the view of purgatory as well, which I just mentioned briefly before. These are four major views, and the most popular is eternal conscious punishment. However, annihilationism and even ultimate reconciliation or universalism are viewpoints within Christianity, and when we hear some of these things, we tend to be shocked. But guys, what do you think? I'm going to talk about this some more too.